Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Plus. Last time, we finished up the 100 Acre Woods, getting ourselves the final upgrade to Cure. In this episode, we're gonna go and see why it is we see 2 Twilight Towns. So, let's go.
Hey, I think we're almost there. Huh? Gorge, aren't we here because of the picture? Look, I'll show you.
Yeah, through these roads.
Come on, let's go find this mansion.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too hard. It's only the thing we woke up from at the beginning of the game. So, welcome back to Twilight Town with no trains. Well, that sucks. Well, I'm sure we're going to be encountering something interesting outside, so go outside, and what will we see? Why, we'll see the pause screen, of course, because I decided I need to get rid of these news, because I ended up coming here straight after, you know, unlocking it. But I think also, let's equip the Kingdom Key for this one. So, move forward, and you'll see our enemies, and they are nobodies. What kind of nobodies? Every single type of nobody that we've seen so far, bar the Berserker. Berserkers will not be available on this run. Pretty much, this world is perfect for grinding. And I mean perfect. I'll explain more of that in a bit, but since we're at the last visit, we can now go into the Tunnelway system. The Tunnelway system has a few treasure chests, but more importantly, it connects to the other part of Twilight Town, which has treasure chests as well as puzzle pieces for us to get. Now, what did I mean by this place is perfect to level up? If you have the experience boost, as well as the Gullwing Keyblade, and you get low half health, every single nobody here will give you over 1,000 experience. I am not joking. You will kill one Dusk, and you can get 1,000 experience. So, obviously, I will be using that to actually, you know, level up to the final grinding session, in which, after this, I will be level 99. I am not joking, ladies and gentlemen. But, open this up. You get an AP up. Now, one thing that bothers me about this visit is you're barred off from the Sandlot, and I think it's because of certain plot points that ends up happening. However, this kind of screws me over because I wanted to do all the Absent Silhouette fights before I ended up going to the final world. But in this case, now I have to go to the final world and then, you know, go and do the Absent Silhouette fights. Kind of sucks, but I guess it pays off in the end. You're going to be seeing. So I'm going to be cutting up the final world before we take on the plot important events for that, for some of the bonus stuff. But open this up, and you get an Orichalcum. All right, so that's pretty cool. But what else is around here? Are there any other chests? Anything else? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, so let's go now towards the uptown area of Twilight Town, a place we haven't been to since the beginning of the game. I know. Been a long time, hasn't it? Now, one other nobody that we're actually going to be seeing again that we haven't seen actually until the first time we ended up going to Hollow Bastion, which I think was, what, part 9? God. Is the Samurais. You get an Orichalcum from that, and you get another piece of Dawn. All the remaining pieces around here are going to be mainly pieces of Dawn with a few of the Twilight pieces. But, yes, we're going to be seeing the Samurais again. We have not seen the Samurais for a long time. And I already bioed them in the original one. So, I don't need to do it again. Well, I guess I can just sort of... I probably should bio them again, in all honesty. The only problem would be me finding them on my list, because I don't think I put them on my list. No, they are here. They drop Dense Gems, and on the rare occasion, a Serenity Crystal. There's something that are pretty rare, but open this up, and you get an AP up. Now, chests inside the Uptown area are actually going to be in where the 7 Wonders of Twilight Town were, for the most part. There are a few that aren't, but there are puzzle pieces around here as well. But more importantly, go up over this way and open this chest. Open this up, and you get an Orichalcum Plus. Turns out I was wrong. We had 4. We had 5 at that point, which means that was number 6. Now, the last one, and I mean it this time, we just need to have one more, and then we would be able to make the Ultima Keyblade. Unfortunately, 2 things bar us from that. 1, we don't have the recipe. Number 2, we haven't gotten every single synthesis item because I end up avoiding an area to where we have all the new ones, hence why I'm not going to be getting it on this run. But, open this up, and we get a mithril shard of all things. Why a mithril shard? Alright, so we got a puzzle piece right there, and I want it. Roxas wants the puzzle piece, so mine and boop. There we go. That is another piece of the Dawn photo. Pretty much that's what we're going to be getting for the most part, so get used to that. But that should be all of the treasure chests and everything inside this area. So let's go up to the mountain first. Here's me deciding, okay, let me check. All right, puzzle pieces. I'm missing 2 more, but then I'm missing quite a few right there. And there's a reason for that. And all the remaining chests are going to be inside the mansion because we're going to get access to the inside of the mansion at last. Now, this world, since I have all the other treasure chests, I feel that I just needed to cut out some of the grinding. Pretty much on your way to the mansion, you'll be doing nothing but fighting nobodies. In fact, this is the only part of the town that actually has people inside it. I know, rather odd on this visit, but there we go. There's another piece of Dawn, and one of the last puzzle pieces for right now is on the bench where Naminé was talking with Axel. I never realized that until this video, in all honesty. But yes, so now I'm thinking, okay, I can just go to the mansion. So one easy way I can do that is I can take the train over to the other station, and that way I can just walk over to the mansion. Oh, right, the train's not here. Unfortunately, I don't realize that until I go there. So what I'm going to do is, once we get to the train station, I'm going to end up leaving the world, and then I'm just going to cut to the forest, because all you're doing is fighting nobodies, and that actually would have made this a 2-parter instead of a 1-parter. I'm not joking, I like fighting all the nobodies. But here's my disappointment, there's no train here. Alright then, I guess I have no choice but to leave the world, and then show back up inside of the forest. Because your goal is just to get to the mansion. You can honestly just run to the mansion if you want, and then you'll just always begin the cutscene. I just wanted to get all the collectibles out of the way, first things first, because I still found it odd that I had access to, you know, the Uptown area, but not the Sandlot. But then I realized it's because of plot events that are going to be going on at the mansion, and certain things that we wouldn't be able to do because of it. So, pretty much what you have to do is you have to go all the way to the final world in order to gain access to everything in Twilight Town again. So just keep that in mind. But for right now, die. Die. Oh. There we go. Right. Now, Creeper, now you must die. Alright, so let's head to the mansion. Oh no!
Hey, are you alright? What happened?
I tried to be like Guile, but I failed.
We came here looking for Kairi. Then those white things attacked us.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you guys didn't have to go and do that.
Of course we did. Kairi's our friend too, you know.
We only met her once, but you never forget one person who falls through a wall.
You're right. You know, I never thought of it like that before.
Word is, this mansion gets a lot of really strange visitors.
We thought this place might be the gateway to some kind of alternate Twilight Town.
What do you mean, alternate Twilight Town? Hey, Goofy, do you think we could see that crystal of yours?
I made that pouch myself, and I still have it. So, there shouldn't be 2 of them here.
And this is the trophy Cypher gave you. You left it behind, remember?
It's the only one of its kind. Same for the crystals. Red, blue, yellow, green. Only one of each color. But you've got your own.
So, where'd you get it?
The pouch is from the king. When he gave us money for the train ride, he gave us the crystal too.
But then, where did the king get it?
See? There's gotta be another town out there like this one. That would explain how the king got that pouch and the crystal. Everything makes sense.
It does? That other town must be where whatever's missing from here went.
Like Kairi.
I get it.
Ah, great. We discovered it, but Voldo can't let us do that. So we enlisted friends.
Watch out!
All right, sounds like a plan. So, now we're facing off against a bunch of nobodies with the encounter playing in the background, which is actually slowly become my favorite Kingdom Hearts 2 boss music. I've heard the 2.5 HD remixes version of it, and in all honesty, I am not a fan of it. But that's more of a personal taste. I'll get more into that possibly when I do 2.5. But in the meantime, look at all the experience I'm getting from just Dusks. I'm getting 1,000 from just Dusks. Okay, never mind. It looks like I only get 600 or so from the Creepers. But honestly, if I get 1,000 from Dusks, then that is amazing. And that's why I end up using this time after this episode to grind up to level 99. Part of it was honestly me trying to, you know, level up and get certain things because of the dancers. But one thing led to another. Now, for this, I guess, reaction command right here, I can never do it for the lower bottom. The one right below the bottom. I can never do it for the samurais for those. I always am terrible with that, no matter what. But samurais are actually very helpful in getting your health down pretty fast to do the experience grinding. But there we go. Once you defeat all of them, you get an HP increase, and Donald gets Luck Up. Otherwise known as Lucky Lucky.
I got something to tell you. I found out where Ansem is. Ansem the Wise. The real Ansem. He snuck into Organization 13's stronghold.
And we've figured out where Kairi is. I'm pretty sure we're right.
But why'd you all come here?
Someone gave us a clue.
Who?
Well, Your Majesty, Sora thinks it might have been Riku.
It's just a feeling I had.
Well, if that's what you think, then it's probably right.
You mean Riku's okay?
If that's what you think,
I've waited long enough, Your Majesty. Tell me what you know.
it's not for me to say.
But Your Majesty, why?
I don't want to break my promise.
You made a promise to Riku?
Oh, shit.
So he's okay. I can see him again.
Huh? Who's Riku?
My best friend. That's it.
Your Majesty, you got the pouch with the crystal from Riku, didn't you? And you promised not to tell, right?
Gosh, guys.
That's enough.
Yeah, let's go. Kairi, Riku, we're on our way.
And by on your way, I won't be getting to you for quite a while because there's going to be a lot more bonus stuff that's going to be coming before we tackle on the last world. Either way, though, here's where there would have been, you know, another puzzle piece if I hadn't gotten it in the past. But let's go into our journal, and I'm going, all right, puzzle pieces. So I'm missing the one that is inside of one of the areas in Twilight Town. That one puzzle piece is going to be the only one I'm missing from this entire place, and that is because I will need the last form in the game in order to get it. But let's go into the mansion and get the rest of the collectibles. See what we can find. If we can find that last, I don't know, Twilight Town? No, Mickey just wants to check his email. realmofdarkness.exe. Huh. Oh, Mickey. Yeah, we probably should stop that. Because, you know, we are kind of putting him in a hard position. But, alright, so let's get some of the puzzle pieces here. Right there is a piece of Twilight. I believe the ones inside the mansion are going to be a lot of pieces of Twilight, but open this up, and you get a Mithril Crystal. We're getting a lot of Mithril items, you might notice. That's because the game wants us to. Alright, so there are two ways to get this puzzle piece. One of them is to have the last form in the game, or have high jump and then aerial dodge up to level 3 for your normal form, or just do what I do. Just go up to there and use the fire and get another piece of Twilight. Alright, so we haven't been in here since the beginning of the game. Man, it's been a while, but we got another chest right here, so open this up. And we get a Mithril Stone, and go over here, open this up, and we get a Serenity Crystal. Now, to continue with the plot, we just simply have to go downstairs, but there are a few other places that we need to go and check out. But first things first, I'm going, alright, let's go and mess with that Twilight photo. We're coming close to the end. I still don't notice that the bottom is screwed up. Something that I always mess up on, believe me. But, oh, I missed that. No, I want to go up, because I don't want to waste all of my drive form. So, go inside here to where Naminé was at the beginning of the game. And we have a puzzle piece right here. So, get this, and we get a piece of the Dawn photo and a save point. So, that is another new save point for us, one of the last ones inside of Twilight Town. And let us go back. I almost ended up going back to the train station. I ended up recording this pretty late, so I get a little bit forgetful. Who am I kidding? Even if it's during live commentary, I still do stuff like that when I'm wide awake. Alright, but we still have one other area to go to that we haven't been to yet, and that is inside here. Because there is a bunch of gamblers, in which I also show off the minigame that they play. And here's me realizing I don't have shotgun ice, I have fire. But, let's, ow, come on, let's kill you. Alright, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling lucky, so I think we should probably play a little game. I recommend using these to try and time yourself, but what you end up doing is you have to, in this case, you have to time and get it on the circle. If you don't, you will be turned into a die. There's another game that they can do where they will turn you into a card. Now, interesting thing about being turned into a die or into a card. If you're in a drive form, let's say limit form, for example, and you get turned into a die, once the form meter runs out, your limit form, valor form, master form, whatever form you're in, will be entirely reset. I'm not joking. So, use that to your advantage sometimes. That plays a little bit of a helpful role in a boss later, but, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. But, either way, here's Donald's Luck Up, and me completely ignoring Donald's Luck Up. In fact, I ignored that luck up until I was off screen. Luckily, though, I didn't ignore the fact that I don't have Shotgun Ice on, so give me my Shotgun Ice back. I mean, come on, Shotgun Ice has been a mainstay this entire playthrough. But, that is all the collectibles that are on this side for the mansion, so let's now finally continue with the plot, and I think I'm gonna sneeze. And I did. Alright, so we got a chest right here, but 2 Dragoons, so die. Here we go. And open this up. And you get an Orichalcum. But now we're getting nobodies that are spawning in odd ways. The reason for that is because nobodies and enemies, they will spawn on a flat surface in this game. And in that case, for some odd reason, the spawning is not on the bottom of the stairs like it should be, and as a result, it ends up just having them all go down the stairs like that because they need to touch solid ground and not a slanted slope. Something's telling me the developers left that in on purpose. But level 76 for Donald, we're getting pretty high in levels, if I do say so myself.
There!
We found it.
How does it work?
I can handle it. Okay. Here we go. Oh,
What's wrong?
I can't go any further without a password.
Do you have any idea what the password might be?
Well, we only got this photo.
I just saw this with a screen bar.
Yeah, the one Donald ate up.
It was in the box right next to the photo.
Hey, that's it. Ansem the Wise loved ice cream.
Okay, what's the name of the flavor?
Alright, here's something that will actually screw you over in my case. This game was the first ever game I imported. And this was before I actually even attempted to learn Japanese. This game wasn't the one that convinced me to learn Japanese. That was actually Million Monkeys. This is the only time in the game in which you actually have a text-based selection choice. And you don't get anything, like, bad if you end up getting it wrong, so you can just get it by process of elimination. But now that I know Japanese, I now know which one says, you know, sea salt ice cream. But I love that move so much. Only when I get it off, though. When I don't, it hurts me. Hurts you a lot, actually. I was rather surprised. It's really easy to trigger, too, so there we go. But go over this way, because there are going to be some chests that are around here that you're going to want to get, ladies and gentlemen, as well as the Return of the Dancer Nobodies. I believe there are 6 dancers that are inside this room in general, so high chance of getting a, you know, Twilight Stone, which is ironic because that was actually the first one that I ended up getting. On the way to the mansion in the middle of town, there are at least 7 or 8 of them. And that was the first one I got. But open this up, and you get the Ultima recipe. Yep, there is the recipe for the Ultima Keyblade. Meanwhile, I have a kernel stuck in my neck. I am eating popcorn on the side. But go inside here to where we ended up waking up, and there is another puzzle piece. This seems like an obvious spot to put it, and it's a piece of Twilight. That right there makes it that we only have 3 pieces of Twilight left. There is 1 piece of Twilight that is inside of the final world of the game. There is also, I believe, the one that's in Port Royal, which is the only one I'm missing. That one is either a Dawn or a Twilight piece. We'll be getting those soon enough, so no worries on that. But, as you can see, only 3 pieces left. Now, out of any photo you want to beat, I suggest doing the Twilight one because it gives you one of the most helpful items in the game. In terms for, like, everything. Something that was added into Final Mix that is a godsend. But, let's go and give Pence that password because I'm pretty sure he is tired of sitting on that uncomfortable looking chair. Oh, he's not even sitting. Never mind that. Alright, so he's gonna ask right now, what is the name for the ice cream? I'm not translating this because this is just like one of those like selection things. It is the middle one. It is always the middle one because that is sea salt ice cream, which still sounds very disgusting.
It worked! Let's go.
We'll be here to hold down the fort.
Say hi to Kairi.
You bet.
Fun fact, they will hold down the fort when you go through it, but once you're into the last world and get a save point to where you can leave it, they won't be there anymore.
Are we back in the same place?
Oh no!
This is the other Twilight Town. Roxas's Twilight Town.
Roxas, you were supposed to save the porn on it first before you break it!
There's gotta be an entrance into the Dark Realm somewhere. Let's split up.
Just follow King Mickey, but we get Ansem Secret Report number 10. And another piece of Twilight, which means we only have 2 left. One that is in the last world, and I believe that is it. There might be, both of them might be in the last world. I can't remember. I just know that the last piece is in the final world. But here's me going, all right, so what is everything for this? So I'm missing 1 puzzle piece, and that is the one that you need the last form in the game to get. And I'm missing the one inside Port Royal. The one inside Port Royal is an annoying one. And then I have a bunch of them that are inside of the new Super Dungeon. Those ones are all pieces of Dawn, so do not worry about that.
There.
This is it.
Yes, it is. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be going through that little portal into the Realm of Darkness. See you guys next time.